We're going back to the moon, but there's a catch. It's the most exciting space news in decades. NASA is finally sending humans back to the moon. After more than 50 years since Apollo 17, the Artemis program is making space history again. New rockets, new technology, new astronauts. The moon is calling, and NASA is answering. But behind the inspiring headlines and billion-dollar launches, there's a problem, one that could delay or even reshape the entire mission. From technical delays to political fights to international competition, NASA's return to the moon isn't as smooth as it looks. Let's break it all down, what the Artemis mission is, why it matters, and what could go wrong. What is the Artemis mission? NASA's Artemis program is reigniting humanity's lunar dreams, aiming to land astronauts on the moon for the first time since 1972. Named after the Greek goddess of the moon, Artemis unfolds in three powerful stages. Artemis launched in 2022 as an uncrewed test, successfully proving the capabilities of the Space Launch System, SLS, in Orion spacecraft. Artemis II, set for 2026, will send astronauts around the moon, testing vital systems before any landing attempt. Then comes Artemis III in 2027, the historic mission to land humans at the moon's south pole, where frozen water could support future outposts. With a vision of building the lunar gateway and promoting diversity, Artemis is shaping space's next chapter. Why go back to the moon? The moon might seem like old news, but it's actually a gateway to the future, and NASA's Artemis program proves it. With untouched craters at the lunar South Pole, scientists hope to uncover secrets of our solar system's earliest days. Water ice found there could one day sustain astronauts or power rockets. But Artemis isn't just about science. It's also where new technologies for Mars will be tested. Plus, with international partners like ESA, Japan, Canada, and companies like SpaceX, it's a true global mission. And perhaps most importantly, it has the power to inspire a new generation. Yet despite all this promise, Artemis is facing serious hurdles that could stall humanity's return to the moon. What's holding Artemis back? NASA's Artemis program is being hailed as a bold return to the moon, a leap toward a future of deep space exploration. But behind the glossy press releases and launch videos lies a harsh truth. Artemis is struggling. The mission isn't just facing turbulence, it's flying straight into a storm of problems that could ground America's lunar dreams. At the heart of the crisis are three serious challenges: nagging technical failures, massive funding issues, and rising competition from other space giants like China. And each one isn't just a bump in the road, it's a potential deal breaker. First, the technical challenges are stacking up fast. The Space Launch System, SLS, NASA's most powerful rocket ever, took years longer than expected to get off the ground. Meant to fly in 2017, it didn't launch until 2022. Engine problems, software bugs, and testing setbacks turned what should have been a smooth rollout into a drawn-out headache. The Orion spacecraft isn't doing much better. Its heat shield showed unexpected damage after Artemis I's re-entry, raising red flags for future missions that will carry astronauts. And then there's the delay in spacesuit development. NASA partnered with Axiom Space for next-generation lunar suits. But missed deadlines now threaten to hold back Artemis III. These aren't small hiccups, they're mission-critical components, and every flaw brings the risk of serious failure. NASA is racing to fix them before the 2026 and 2027 deadlines. But the clock is ticking loud. Money, as always, is a major player in the drama. Artemis is projected to cost over $93 billion by 2025, an eye-watering figure that continues to climb. In 2023, NASA asked Congress for $8 billion to push Artemis forward, but got less, forcing tough choices and tighter schedules. And that $23 billion SLS price tag? Way beyond budget. It's not just the government footing the bill. NASA is counting on SpaceX to deliver a lunar lander with its Starship rocket. But test failures have already caused delays. Private partnerships bring innovation, yes, but they also bring risk. If the money dries up or the partners fall behind, Artemis could stall out entirely. And just beyond Earth's orbit, the competition is heating up. China isn't quietly watching from the sidelines. Its Chang'e missions have already landed rovers on the moon and aim to land astronauts before 2030. If they establish a base first, especially near the valuable, water-rich South Pole, it's not just a scientific win, it's a strategic one. The moon could become the next geopolitical battleground, and every Artemis delay gives rivals more time to catch up, or even pull ahead. Artemis is no guaranteed triumph. It's a mission hanging in the balance, threatened by engineering snags, financial limits, and a global race for space dominance. If NASA can't overcome these hurdles soon, America's grand return to the moon might remain just that, a dream. How is NASA tackling these challenges? NASA isn't just waiting around, they're taking action to fix problems. For example, they're working on the Orion heat shield by testing better materials, and they're trying to speed up rocket production to avoid more delays. NASA is also teaming up with Axiom Space to develop spacesuits faster. To save money, they're working with private companies like SpaceX, which can build landers more cheaply. NASA is also asking Congress for more money by showing how Artemis helps science and the economy. International partners are helping too. Europe is building parts of the Lunar Gateway, and Canada is making robotic arms. But these plans aren't perfect. They need time, teamwork, and strong political support to succeed. Why should we care? The Artemis mission isn't just about returning to the moon. It's about securing our future beyond Earth. Success could spark a new wave of innovation, just like Apollo did, driving economic growth through jobs and life-changing technologies. It also helps protect our planet by studying cosmic threats like asteroids. Most powerfully, Artemis has the potential to unite the world, showing what humanity can achieve together. But failure isn't an option. Delays, setbacks, or accidents could damage public trust in NASA, shrink funding, and open the door for other nations to dominate space exploration. Artemis isn't just a mission, it's a turning point. What happens next could shape the next century of science, cooperation, and human survival. The road ahead. NASA's Artemis mission is a thrilling leap toward a future where humans live and work on the moon. Artemis 1 proved the SLS and Orion can handle the journey. Artemis 2 and 3 will push the boundaries further, landing humans in a region of the moon we've never explored. But the path is rocky. Technical glitches, tight budgets, and global competition threaten to slow NASA down. The good news? NASA has faced tough challenges before. The Apollo program overcame massive hurdles to land humans on the moon in 1969, just 8 years after President Kennedy's bold promise. With determination, innovation, and public support, NASA can do it again. In conclusion, the Artemis mission is humanity's ticket back to the moon and beyond. It's a chance to unlock the moon's secrets, test our limits, and inspire the world. But the problems NASA faces are real. Technical setbacks, funding shortages, and a new space race. Will NASA overcome these challenges and make history again? Only time will tell. For now, the world watches, hoping Artemis will light the way to the stars.